What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is a simple business model that entails promoting other people's products, and the reward for actually promoting other people's products is commission. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, there are three important factors, three important components, and they are the merchant or the vendor, the affiliate network, and the affiliate. And I'm going to explain. The merchant or the vendor is the owner of the product which people can come on to promote. This merchant or vendor lists their product on the affiliate network for one particular reason, which is to aid better distribution of their product and help them generate more revenue. Meanwhile, the affiliate network is an intermediary between the merchant and the affiliate, which is like the reseller of the product, and the affiliate network coordinates the activities, makes the product available for the affiliate, and most importantly coordinates the payment. In most cases, the affiliate network would split the payment between the merchant, which is also the vendor, and the affiliate. And the affiliate can also be known as the publisher. So the affiliate has a website or a social media account whereby they go all around to promote other people's products that aligns with their personal brand. And in every situation, these products that affiliates want to promote should help their prospects achieve a certain goal or solve a particular problem. And when affiliates successfully promote other people's products, which is like the merchant's product on an affiliate network, they get rewarded for it, and their reward is called commissions. So let's talk about the seller affiliate network. The seller affiliate network is an affiliate marketing platform that gives people access to sell digital products, physical products, courses, memberships all across the world. And with the seller affiliate network, affiliates can come on and pick the products of merchants and sell to people across the world. And on the seller affiliate network, there are a lot of products that have been well filtered out for affiliates to promote. And the very important thing to note is that these products are of high quality. And beyond that, affiliates now have the opportunity to promote their products all across the world. That is, they can promote to people in Rwanda, people in Afghanistan, and even down to Canada or the United States. And beyond that, affiliates can also earn in whatever currency that they choose to earn in on the seller affiliate network, which ranges from like the US dollar, the Great Britain pounds, Tanzanian shillings, Kenyan shillings, Ghanaian cedis, Nigerian naira. All I'm saying is it's not limited on seller. There are limitless opportunities when it comes to selling affiliate products on seller. And beyond that, anyone in any country across the world can actually sign up on the seller affiliate network at affiliates.seller.co and get paid into their local bank account, their PayPal account, or any of their preferred payment method. So when it comes to receiving your affiliate commissions or payouts on seller, it's so fantastic that you can get paid out the next day. I mean, within 24 hours of making a sale if you are in Nigeria. However, if you are outside Nigeria in a country like Ghana, Kenya, the US, your payment might take between 4 to 10 days, but your payment is processed as soon as it is available to you. And what might delay your payments coming through in these other countries would be like the payment processors. And that's why like it might take up to 4 to 10 days, but your payment is readily available from the moment you make a sale. At Seller, we are very, very interested in your security. And that's why we brought about the Know Your Customer verification process, whereby you have to update us with your personal details so as to curb any sort of fraud on the network. So whether as a merchant or as an affiliate, you have to verify your identity before you get paid out. But there's no problem at all with that. As long as you are a real person and you're doing everything legitimately, you're going to get paid out as soon as you complete your KYC verification. So how much does it cost to use the Seller Affiliate Network? The Seller Affiliate Network has a yearly fee of 2,000 naira or $6. However, you can pay in your local currency anywhere across the world in the equivalent of $6. To sign up on the Seller Affiliate Network, head on to www.affiliates.seller.co and get started right away.
Okay, hi guys. Sorry, I was muted. So earlier I was saying, welcome to the first seller webinar of 2023. I'm excited to do this one today, and I would like to know, guys, if you can hear me now, please indicate in the comment section that you can hear me, so I know I'm not talking to myself. Can anybody hear me? Okay. Prosper, thank you. Josie, perfect. Yeah, I can. Okay. All right, let's get started. So, I mean, if you are here, you're obviously here because you registered for this webinar, right? So today's session we'll be talking about how you can 10x your digital product sales in 2023, and we have amazing guests who would make this session as explosive as possible, right? And the truth is, so let me give you guys a small story before we get started. So in 2022, creators on Seller made over 4 million US dollars selling digital products on Seller. And if you have a plan to be part of that story this year, you want to be part of this webinar today, right? So I'm going to be bringing on my guest in a bit, but what I want you guys to do right now is to share this YouTube link with as many people as you can, people who you think would benefit from this session, right? Share with them and get them in here. And we'll probably just take a very short break. When we get back, we'll bring in our guest and then we can start this session. Right.
Hi guys, my name is Lucky Elahor and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Seller is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Seller has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Seller, as a queen of automation and someone who likes to lay a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Seller right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because it allows you to sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Seller so much, so you should definitely try it.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now, this is Aluna. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payment with. Seller. Now, this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So we're going to get started in a bit. I'm going to get my guest in here just now. So guys, please, if you haven't shared this link with your friends, please post it on your WhatsApp status, your Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you can get your friends to join. Please post it there so we'll get as many people as possible. So right about now, I'll bring in my guest. Hi, Patty. Hi, Emmanuel. Can you guys hear me?
Clearly. Hi.
Okay,
Hi,
perfect. How
Vanna.
you guys doing?
Very well, very well.
Okay, so guys, Emily was supposed to be part of this webinar, but unfortunately she had an emergency to attend to today, so she won't be part of this webinar tonight. But I mean, we have amazing guests here, so we won't have any problem. So let's get started. I want you guys to just introduce yourself and just tell us what you do. Yeah, basically, I'd like to start with Patty.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Patty. I like to call myself a badass marketing strategist. I'm a marketing strategist based in Ghana, and I help businesses turn their brands into cash dispensers. Basically, that's what I do.
Oh, awesome. That makes sense. Emmanuel.
Yes. So my name is Akpe Emmanuel. I am a copywriter, popularly known as the Prince of Copywriting and Chief Value Officer. I help businesses and people craft money magnetic words. I also train. I'm a speaker, an author, and I do consulting a lot. Yeah, and I love traveling and just enjoying myself too.
Yeah, I think everybody would agree with that. We all love enjoying ourselves. So okay, let me just stay on you, Emmanuel. So how did your journey in digital content creation start? Like what led you to start creating content? Is it Sapa or what was the motivation behind it?
Yeah. So for me, it was in 2019. I was just done with service. I served in 2018, and then 2019. I've been doing freelancing copywriting for 2 3 years behind that time on Fiverr. So I was like, that Christmas I was depressed because I had lots of jobs, like a lot of jobs, and then I couldn't deliver. I didn't even have a team then, so I was like, I can't continue living like this. Yes, the money is coming in, money is in dollars, but how do I replicate myself and get my message to more persons? And that was where I just had in my spirit that, oh, start this thing, like start this to um, products thing. So at that time, I just started with, um, so my brothers are here. So that time I started with, that's Joseph Dunn. I started with, creating
Hi,
the
Joseph.
five. Yeah. So I started creating my copywriting 101 book. It was an ebook then, just a very small. And then I did a training, a free training, and I was like, okay, I can charge people for this training also. And then it was just 1,900 for that training. So that was where my journey started. At that first training, we had like 15 persons or so, right? And then we started growing like that and growing like that to the point where we now have more than 1,000, 2,000 persons buying. And but then I started very small. I just started growing my audience, started growing my reach and all of that. So that was the beginning for me, 2019.
Oh, awesome. That makes sense.
Mm.
Patty, is Sapa a thing in Ghana?
So what's the meaning of sakra, first of all?
How do how do I explain this now? Okay,
Hunger,
Sapa being
poverty.
hunger, being broke. Yeah, was that
Yeah,
what
it's
motivated
definitely a thing.
your?
We are going through it. We are currently going through it.
Okay, so was that what motivated your decision to start digital content creation, or it's something you loved from the onset?
Actually, no. So in 2020, I was tired of my 9 to 5. So I was working in a marketing agency by then. And if you've ever worked in a marketing agency, you know how tedious
Yeah.
it is. You work around the clock, you are done with one project and the next project comes, you can't catch a breather. So I just felt like I was done with that space. So I was quitting my job to go and start a fashion brand. Then I hear that there's a woman from Nigeria coming to do a business growth workshop in Ghana. So that was Trisha Bays. So I signed up
Yeah.
for Trisha Bays' workshop, and then I used my last money to sign up for that workshop, and then I went. And that was a light bulb moment for me because in my mind, as a marketing person, there were two options available to me. It's either I was going to start my own agency or go and work with another agency, which was out of the options, or I'm going to the brand side, which I didn't have any connections to put me there. But I saw this woman whose life was fully funded by creating digital products.
Shout out
So
to Trisha Bees.
honestly, I can't ever tell my story without mentioning her. So that was the light bulb for me that this is possible. It was entirely new to the Ghanaian market. So once I saw it, I was like, this is possible. I'm also going to start this journey. And then that was it.
And the rest is history. Okay. Okay. So my next question now. So you guys have how do I say this now? So to 10x, so the topic is 10xing your sales, right? Your digital product sales in 2023. And to do this, right, you need the right audience, right? For you guys now, I think it's pretty easier because you already have a very strong online presence, right? For someone who is just starting out, who doesn't have a very strong online presence, right? How do you think they should start? Right? What's like the best strategy they should use at the beginning? Patty, let me stay with you. Yeah.
Okay, so there are a few ways to go about this. One of the first things you can do is take people's courses, right? Because how do you know how it's done? Okay, so take people's courses. A lot of times, there are certain loopholes you would, pick up as a consumer. So it will help you develop what it is that you want to create, and make a better product than what's already existing in the market. I feel like social media is also a place that you can gather so much intel from. Like, if you're spending your time on Instagram, don't just go to Instablog Niger and then like KG and following gist.
Yeah.
Like, people are constantly speaking about the things that they need without even realizing that they're giving you insights, right? So what you need to do as a digital creator is to actively seek such information. You can also join groups that have your kind of target audience. In such groups, people are going to complain about a lot of things, and that is the jackpot for you. I'll leave the rest for Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel.
Okay, so yeah, so thank you, Patty. You really said so much. So I'll just add from what you already said, and I would say that one strong thing you should do is clarity. Know who you really want to target, right? Um, your customer avatar, like who do I really want to grow? This audience, who do I really want to, reach? So your clarity of message also, what message do I want to tell them? Because you're solving a problem, right? So your ability to um, position yourself and say your message clearly is very, very important. And the next thing you want to do is your content, right? You want to start with value. You want to start with value. Now, I usually say there are three forms of value. There's gaseous value, there's solid value, there's liquid value. Now, gaseous value is the value you take into your brain, right? It comes in gaseous. Liquid value is the value you give out. You get the value you give out. Now, solid value is the value that comes to you as cash. So you need a lot of gaseous value, and you need to give a lot of liquid value. So you're creating content for social media. You're creating maybe a free lead magnet. You're creating a free um, class or a free training or a free webinar. You draw people with free. Like I usually say, when your content is very sweet, you bring people. It's like sugar and salt, right? Sugar and salt are both white, but only one attracts ants, right? So it's not the color of it's not your color, but it's actually your content, right? So you must gather enough content like value, and then when people come, your attractive character, I call it the AC. Your attractive character online is what will make people stay with you. If you don't have an attractive character, people won't stay, people will leave. So you need to be a leader. That's one thing I tell my students. Even if you are going to make sales online, you must learn leadership because people are going to come and they want to see you as a leader. They're seeing a result in your life. Even if you're in B, somebody's already at A. If you're in C, somebody's at B. So they want you to show them that path to your C. So you need that attractive character of a leader, and then you need to maintain your personal voice. Everybody has a different voice, right? The way you speak is different from the way someone else will speak. So your personal voice is how the Bible says they will hear my voice and they'll follow me. So that's your own voice, right? So Your personal voice is very, very important. When people hear your voice, people know that, oh, this person, I know this person. So leadership is very important, and then lead with value.
Okay, thank you for that. That makes a lot of sense. So, but all of these now are like long-term strategies, right? They're not stuff you can just do within a month or 2 months. It's something that you have to do consistently for months or even years to be able to
Yeah.
get results. But now let's say, okay, um, I'm very good with product marketing and I want to turn my knowledge into I want to monetize my knowledge basically, and I want to
Yeah.
do it in like a month. Maybe I have rent to pay or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
and I want to do it in a month, like quickly. I want to get something out of it, like make money quickly. What would you advise? So, would you advise that okay, I put in money in ads, keep
Leverage.
in
Yeah.
mind that I don't have a lot of money? Would you advise I put in
Okay.
money in ads, or what would you advise basically that I do?
Okay. Usually I have like I call it like the 4 A's of my lead generation, but I'll just pick the ones that you can do without much money, right? The first one you want to do is um, you want to leverage on people you already have in your circle, right? People you already have around you. So let's say, let's just for example, like a very simple example, let's say you have a WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp contacts, right? You have people who are your friends. Pick out like 10 to 15 or 20 of your friends and make a short copy and ask them to post on their status for you, right? You
Mm,
started
mm.
by leveraging, so start by leveraging the people who are around you. And then, like I said, you can do a free class or you do a free webinar to draw as many people that can come in, right? When people come in, you can teach them and then you can sell to them, right? So one thing I usually do is when people come, you can ask the people who come to share also, maybe on their socials. So it just keeps becoming like like a cycle. So the more persons come, the more people can share and so
Yeah,
on
like
and
a
so
ripple
on.
effect.
Yeah, like a ripple effect, exactly. So, so if you have some cash, you can do influencer ads, right? Just get some people to post, for you, and then get more persons to, come in, right? And then you can always start with your own audience also, right? I think everybody has at least 100 persons they know. Like,
Mhm.
just start with your audience too. So if I'm starting from scratch, I would use that ripple effect formula and just get more persons to keep posting and reposting like that till I get the number of persons I want.
No, it makes sense. So let me just to add to you mentioned influencer marketing, right? I
Yeah.
think it's important because the digital creator space is unique, right? So it's important that you pick out, you cherry pick your influencers if you are going to use influencer. You can't just go around and say
No, no,
you're
no, no, no.
using a Sabinus, for instance. It has to be someone with create with
That
audience,
space.
an audience that exactly. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
True.
Patty.
Yeah. You want me to top it up?
Yes, if you can.
Okay, so before I go into what you can do, I would like to add that a lot of times, right, as digital creators, when we come into the space fresh, we want to see the results that Emmanuel is seeing in his current state, which is not healthy for you, for your mental health, for so many things. So the first thing I'll say is that trust the process. Emmanuel has been putting in the work for so many since 2019. So if he's raking in the numbers, it is a compounding effect. So give yourself the grace to also build that compounding effect. And the same way he's given himself years to get there, give yourself those number of years. Now, I would like to add that for a starter like that, one of the cost-effective ways to add to the amazing things Emmanuel said is affiliate marketing. With that, the people are already earning from what you're selling, so it's a win-win for both of you. It's a great strategy. Last year, I earned a few, a couple of CDs from affiliate marketing. I'm like, I love it here. I think I'm going to migrate fully to affiliate marketing. So yeah, you can consider affiliate marketing as well.
Okay, yeah. So I think we launched our affiliate marketing feature on Seller last year, fully last year, and but why we did that was because we noticed that a lot of creators selling on Seller struggle with visibility, and which is normal if you're just starting out. So currently our affiliate marketing feature for everyone listening, if you are just starting out as a digital content creator and you have a product on Seller, you can easily leverage our affiliate marketing feature. We have thousands of affiliates on Seller right now that can help you sell your digital products to a wider audience. Yeah. Nice point, Emmanuel and Patty. So my next question now. So I was going to ask earlier how you guys chose decided the kind of digital products you want to sell, but I think you guys touched a bit on that, so there's no point asking that anymore. But my next question is kind of tied to that. So for someone who, and this question was supposed to be for Emily because she's like a consultant, she consults for businesses, but I think I'll just ask you guys if you have any ideas. So for someone who is a consultant, right, or who is a coach, now the idea of 10xing your products would be feasible, but not as feasible as say when you're selling an ebook, right? Because consulting means you're just consulting for one person, and those people are not like return customers, right? So once you consult for this person, you have to look for the next person, then look for the next person. Now, for people in this space, or for people who want to go into this space, how do you advise that they improve sales over time or 10x their products? Let me start with Emmanuel.
Okay, yeah. So I do a bit of consulting too, right? I do consulting, and then
Okay.
yeah, I do sales consulting, so I help people increase sales. And then sometimes it can be a month, it can be 3 months, and then I've realized that most times the people who need this service come from people who have taken other services I have. So it's like an ascension, you get. So they came in and they wanted to learn copywriting, you get, and then they learn it and they're like, oh, Emmanuel, I think you can really help my business, like specifically, right? And then so they just move. So you can have a low ticket that you ascend people to, right? That's like one way to do it. So you can have like a low ticket, a mid ticket offer, and then you just ascend them to consulting, which can be more, maybe $1,000 or $2,000 for the session they have with you, right? So you can have retainers even with the people. So I have people who have been with me for months and then getting to like years, so they can still pay you back. And then just instead of them just coming to pick your brain, you can still schedule like an hour, 90 minutes strategy session with them, and they'll still pay you. You get, so they don't have to, it doesn't have to be like free all the time. But with consulting, I think one thing that I would love to say is that just be qualifying leads, because you can't be jumping on call with everybody, because sometimes you have to like jump on a call to like close them. So you want to qualify them, to like your form has to qualify them. Also, how much are you making? What are the issues you're having? How do you think I can help you? Like, they should be well qualified before you jump on a call with them. If it's possible, they should even make like they should drop a commitment, right? So if your consulting is say like $2,000, you can ask them to drop like $200 before you jump on a call. If after the call they're a good fit for you, they can pay an extra 1,800, or you refund them their money, or you tell them that $200 is for the 90-minute call that you've had, so you don't get to lose. So I think these are just like the two ideas I would want to drop.
All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Patty.
Right. So, scaling a consultancy or a coaching business can be quite tricky because it's you are the product. So, how many times can you replicate yourself, right? So, one of the many ways you can scale is by simply increasing your price. That's one of the simplest.
Okay.
Your price, and then it becomes, it brings in more revenue. Emmanuel touched on the fact that you can put them on a retainer. It's a very sweet money, especially the clients that know the value you bring into their business. Once you ask them to put you on a retainer, they will quickly do that because there's proof of concept. For the coaching bit, there are several ways. For instance, you can launch, group coaching packages. So you can, coach maybe 30 people or 50 people at a go. And there's also the option to upsell coaching clients into masterminds. So now masterminds are a thing, high priced, close-knit people, and then it also brings in a lot of results. So these are things that you can consider.
All right, awesome. So staying on price, you talked about pricing earlier, and that leads me to my next question. So now, and I think pricing and product quality, they both have a way of impacting whether you sell or not, right? So if your product is probably too expensive or the quality is not up there, you probably would not sell. So now, how does a digital creator balance price with quality? Because you might think, okay, my ebook or my course is loaded, I want to sell each one for 100K, right? And then you end up not selling, say, more than 2. Or you can decide, okay, my course is loaded, but I want to sell for, say, 5K so that I can get as many people as possible. And you end up still not getting people, right? So how do you balance price and quality? How do you determine how much to sell your digital products? Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you. So, I'll share my experiences. So I'm talking from my own point. Yeah. Two things. Yeah. One, look at the value of what you're giving, right? So if if the kind of offer you're creating, if it's like maybe an ebook or something like really, maybe a low ticket thing, you can just price it based on the offer, right? You can't be doing like a consulting and be charging that low, or be doing like a mastermind and be charging low. So there are already like prices to like a level of things you do. So there's like done for you, there's like done with you, and there's like do it yourself. So do it yourself is like lower, then done for you is like higher, and then done with you is also a bit higher, right? So you need to understand like at those levels, the price is going to be different. Then the value you're bringing also is very important. Plus, the time you've spent. If you're an expert, right? Not everyone expects you to really charge low. You get so your 6 years, your 7 years is already there. So people just expect that it's okay if this person charges us well, because we're not just charging, he's not charging us just for the product, but for his experience also. You get so that's one thing. Then also look at your audience, right? What kind of audience do you have? Who are these people? Are they students, right? Are there people who are small businesses? Are there people who are like CEOs and MD CEOs, right? So um, if you overcharge somebody's pocket, they won't pay. They won't be able to pay, right? So you want to charge somewhere around. So look at your audience. Like audience definition is very important. So when you can define your audience, then you can now know that okay, this is what. Then you just keep testing. Okay, this is what worked. This you try again. This one didn't work. Then you just optimize and know what price works best for your audience, and then for the kind of offers you have. So I think Pat has better things to say also.
Yeah, before Pat goes on, I think what I have to say is sometimes industry standard would also help you decide on what you should charge. So
Who?
let's say, can you hear
I didn't hear
me?
you. No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear
Like,
what you said.
okay, so I mean like the standard practice in the industry
Yeah, 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 yeah.
can also help you decide on how much
Exactly.
to charge
Yeah.
for a particular product. So if people are
True.
consulting for so amounts now, you don't want to probably exceed that
Exactly.
amount too much or go below that amount. Yeah. So that's Patty, you can go on.
Alrighty, so brilliant things, pretty brilliant things, right? So from my perspective, I'll just touch on a few things because you people have said everything, right? So, what I personally do is I ask what the aim of the product is, right? So usually for some products, it's just to sample knowledge, it's to get as many people as possible to understand that I know what I'm talking about, I can give you results. So for such products that you're using to gather as many advocates or as many disciples as possible, it can be a lower price product. and then you use that to move people or nurture them into becoming, the mid-tier clients or high-end clients. That's one thing. So ask yourself, what is this product going to help me do? Is it going to help me build my audience? Is it going to help me build an advocate? Or is this money meant to boost my revenue? And that would sort of influence how much you price it. Another angle you can go with pricing is, if you are running this full time, you need to run it as a business, right? So you need to factor in your operational costs. How much are you paying for subscriptions? How much are you paying for, all of those things that's costing you money to run the business? And then you do the breakdown from there, that maybe averagely I need X amount of money for my business to stay afloat. So this is going to be the products that I'm launching maybe every month, or this is what I'm doing every month to be able to achieve that. So you know that maybe for digital products pay my overhead. So every month or every quarter, this product is in charge of paying the overheads. All those things can be done. You can do the math and then decide what you want to do with it. You can also go the angle of, maybe I want to buy a new Lexus, right? And the Lexus I don't know how much a Lexus is in Naira, but you can break it down, and then based on the number of people you can attract, you do that division by the number, and you can find out that maybe I need to sell this for $100 to be able to make $10,000. I need to sell this for $100 and sell to 100 people to be able to achieve that. And then the final thing is that, as a newbie, as a beginning in the market, don't be in a hurry to charge the high amount. I know that a lot of people preach,
That can be very tricky.
Know your worth, charge your value, know your value and charge it, But a lot of, especially in this creator economy, people need to trust you. And then if you ask, even give you $1,000 for something, they will give it to you. So for as a beginner, I'd advise that for the first few months or years, give us exceptional value at a very low cost, so that as many people as possible can access it. And now once we can tell that you have the value, there's proof of concept, it's easy for us to pay for the higher price things. So there's this product I have. The very first time I launched it, I sold it for about $20. Right? This year, I'm launching it and it's going to go for $100, because now I have about 80 people with the testimonials. So it's easy to say that if you take it, you will get the results. So the more you get the results, the more you get confidence to charge the amounts that you want to charge. And everybody or anybody that needs it will pay for it.
Yeah, I agree. Just like with every business, patience is key. You have to be very patient and trust the process and just take it one step at a time. Yeah, thank you for that. So, guys, if you're listening, if you have questions, please just drop them in the comment section, and we will take them immediately we're done with this session. So yeah, my next question now, as we round up. So, I know you guys have definitely made mistakes from when you started up until this moment, right? What mistakes did you make, and what are like your top 3 mistakes that you made in your journey, and how were you able to learn from them? Emmanuel.
Okay, yeah. So just like you said, like that, the mistakes are for me feedback, right? To see how best or better I can do, or like launch well. So I think the first mistake most creators make is creating a product that they like or they need, instead of the product that the people or their audience actually needs. So they can get really emotional attached to, I say, oh, I feel like the whole world needs this. But then it's really not the whole world that needs it. You're just being so emotional about it. So don't just create a product that that you feel emotionally attached to, right? It could be a passion you have to save the world of world hunger, but maybe not everybody's hungry or wants
Yeah.
to eat food. So create something that people need, not just you, right? Then the second thing I would want to say is just be flexible, right? When most persons are not like they are like, oh, this is what these are the strategies and this is what I'm going to do all through. So they don't take feedback and like course correct. Sometimes you get feedback from your customers are like, oh, this is what we want. Like now you have a good product, but now they now start giving you like some angles to it, right? So it's okay to be flexible, right? To want to, okay, let's tweak this side a little, let's start this a little, let's also teach this in this class, or in this course, or let's do this in this book. So be flexible. So persons are just so rigid, and they don't like they don't change. And then lastly, I would say that most course creators are not patient enough. um, they feel like, the first day I launch, I should just make all the millions and all the billions like that. But it takes patience, and especially for uh, Nigerians, right? Some persons are just watching you, are waiting for a deadline, or they're waiting
Mm.
for the last 1 hour, and then you see everybody just come and just buy. You get so if you're not
Yeah.
patient, you might miss out. Like, oh, you just give up easily. Like, oh, nobody bought. Oh, only two persons bought. Sometimes my first day of launch, I might just have like maybe 15%, but at the end, you see like it's 1,000 persons that bought. So it's okay to like, you don't have to have like the best of first days. Just keep pushing, keep doing it, keep putting your urgency, put your scarcity, add the guarantee, do something, put the timelines. Let people 2 days to go, don't worry, 2 days to go,
Yeah.
1 day to go, 2 hours to go, don't worry, you see sales. So don't give up so easily. Just keep pushing, just keep doing it. I think that's what I want to share.
Yeah, I like that last point. Creating that sense of urgency. I think it does the trick most times. Yeah. All right, Patty.
It seems we all make the same mistakes. So I'll just build off what Emmanuel said. One of the biggest mistakes I made was I launched the product because I was broke, not because people needed it. So it was a
Mm,
huge flop. It was a huge flop. And that takes a toll on you because you need money urgently for something and the money is not coming. So what do you do? So no matter how desperate you are for the money, please ensure that you are creating to solve people's needs. That is it. No matter how urgently you need the money, make it about the customer, not about you. Then I think the second thing would be not asking for expert help, because when I saw Trisha Biz doing it, I thought that all those freebies, and before I entered the industry, I didn't know that, lead magnets were a thing. So I was thinking that all those freebies could do the magic for me until I did it for 1 year on my own, and I realized that I was not figuring it out. So then I had to pay for access for her to show me the blueprint, right? So it's very important that you find somebody that is doing it and then you learn from the person. Don't think that there's humility in learning. And
mm.
once you humble yourself to become a learner, it's easier for you to be a teacher as well. So humble yourself, find the person that is doing it and doing it extremely well and learn from them. I think that's
Yeah.
the second thing. And the third thing I'll add is that sometimes we forget that we are doing it for the people, not really for us, right? So remember that the people that you are following, your audience, are people with emotions. So constantly, every 2 minutes, you have something to sell. Sometimes leave room for us to, get to know you as an individual. Sometimes just give us value without expecting anything from us. And then you sort of build a community of people that are genuinely interested in what you have to offer. And they don't feel like you're only here to take from us. So that's another mistake to avoid as a digital creator. Yeah.
All right. So I think I like that second point. And basically, just get yourself a mentor, right? Get someone who's already in the game, who knows everything. Just get yourself a mentor to guide you, so you avoid certain mistakes. Because there are mistakes that are avoidable if you get people who are already experienced doing this thing. So do you guys have mentees? Are you open to mentoring people for free, or or people have to pay?
I do have people that I'm mentoring, so
Okay.
but it's carefully selected. Usually, they are not even looking for it because in the space that we are in, people would intentionally want to take advantage of certain things. So just to ensure that you are getting the right people with the right zeal or the right ambition. It's not something I put out there publicly that I'm mentoring somebody here, but it's something that is being done behind the scenes.
Okay. Emmanuel.
Okay, so I think for me, just like Patty, I have people who I draw closer, but I think most of my offers are so low ticket, like the ones I do, so that anybody can just enter. Like like the Battle of Copywriting, for example. Like it's so anybody should just like enter, and then if I see your seriousness and I see that, oh, this person really wants to learn, I draw you close. I do. I know, like, you have to tell me. If you tell me come and tell me, I'm like, chill first. I have to see the seriousness and then pull you closer to me. But I I have a lot of low entry products for people who my ebooks. I did a bundle for the Christmas, and then I gave my 6 years materials for pay anything you want, and people are literally paying 15 naira. People are paying 100 naira. So I think I'm Santa. I like, but then when people come close, I try to look out for talent and people. I zeal, right? I love people who go the extra mile. I'm like, okay, I think I can put this one better. Like, they tell the person what to do here, what to do here, where to correct, and then I have few persons who stay around me.
Awesome, awesome. That makes sense. All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Emmanuel. So we're just going to use the last few minutes to take questions, and I think I have some questions here. 1 minute. Okay, so J Money Global is saying, what's the best way? I think we've answered this. What's the best way to make massive sales? I think Emmanuel and Patty touched on this. So J Money, you might have to just listen to the webinar again after this session to get that. So Dr. K is saying, how do I break down the price of your? How do you break down the price of a digital product? How do you charge? How do you charge done with program? I'm not sure I get what he means by the last statement there, but how do you break down the price of digital products? Emmanuel, if you don't mind, can you just like maybe take 30 seconds to
Okay, so
like answer this again?
done with you. I think most done with you programs are more like maybe you're doing a walkthrough, um, or you're doing maybe a bit of mentorship, maybe something you're doing with them, right? So, or you're putting them through the process. So just like Patty said, you want to consider, some factors, right? Are you spending on anything, right? Are you your time, the softwares? Is there the software you're using? Are they paying for the software, or is it from the fee, right? And then when it has to do with your time, sometimes I tell people use this formula. Break down your what's it, your monthly income, right? Your monthly income goal. Break it down into like weekly, daily, and then hourly, right?
Mhm.
So, for example, if your monthly income goal is to make like maybe 50 million, right? Or let's say 30 million, your daily income goal will be to make 1 million. And then you can check
Mhm.
your productive hours. So you know how much your hour is worth, right? So if you're spending 15 hours, you know how much you're going to charge based on that. And then maybe you can just cut down a bit. But when you're doing done with you, you're using time. And then your time and your expertise is very important. So you can charge based on that.
Okay, Patty, do you have any contributions to that? Okay, okay. Dr. K, I hope that answers your question. So let me take. Okay, so I think Dr. K has another question. So, how do you keep your community engaged, and how do you monetize your community? I would like to start with Patty this time.
Okay. So one of the first things Emmanuel said was identify who your audience is. That's the key thing with um,
Mm. I think Patty is having issues with her internet. So Emmanuel, can you just take over while we wait for her to
Okay,
get back?
so I think one of the things Salah is doing. Okay, Patty, you back?
Patty, can you
can you hear
hear
me
us?
now?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can.
Please.
Okay. All right. So I was saying that you have to know who your audience is, right? So first of all, you know who the individual is. There's something I usually ask my clients to do. Pick an image of the person that you think is your ideal customer, which is the whole customer avatar, activity. Pick an image of the person and then identify what the person's problems are, what are the person's needs, right? Now, what do you need to say to this person to make them get the results that they are looking for, right? They are looking to solve certain problems to see certain results. And that's where your content starts. So you are not only addressing their problems, you're also showing them that you can help them solve the problem in case they are looking for somebody to help them solve the problem, in case they are ready to pay you to help them solve the problem. That's one of the things. I think I also mentioned that your content shouldn't be always selling. If you make your content about your customers, their problems, hitting directly on their pain points, it should give you an engaged community. So if you don't know how to do that, maybe you can take a copywriting class from Emmanuel because it teaches
Emmanuel,
you
yeah.
how to identify that. I think these two things are key. Maybe Emmanuel would have something to add on.
Okay, Patty, you've said literally everything, but I want them to also check what Seller is doing. Seller has a community and they're engaging them with live sessions like this, webinars, challenges, snap this, do this, value. Just like you said, value is the food that your community will eat, right? The more value you feed them, the more they can grow and then feed you too. So if you feed your community, they'll feed you. So just do things, bring people up to come and speak, do challenges, do content challenges, do video challenges, don't do things that get people engaged. But know your audience. Know your audience. You cannot be doing that for MDCOs that may not have the time. So you want to know really who your audience is. But there's no you can't go wrong with value. You can't go wrong with value.
All
Thank
right, awesome. Dr. K, I hope that answers you. So I think this next question is for Patty. I think you talked about testimonials, right? So Katrine is asking, how many testimonials should one expect to have, and how many times should one have sold a particular product before you can increase the price of your digital product?
Okay, so I wouldn't say there's a strict formula to that. Knowing your audience is also key. Is your audience a group of people who need you to constantly reassure them that they are going to see the results that you are promising them? That means that you need to constantly show, testimonials. But you don't always need testimonials to sell your courses or your products,
Mm.
right? So let's say that you are launching a course and you don't have any testimonials at all. What I do is that I pick a few people and then I test out the products with them. I give it to them for free. Use it and give me your genuine feedback. And that is how I get my testimonials, even if it's 3, even if it's 4, and then I use it to sell the course. So as it's going, as the more I launch the course, the more I have testimonials and the more I can increase the price. So, like I said, understand your audience. Sometimes testimonials are just an icing on the cake. If you're able to communicate the value or the transformation that the client is going to go through, so you can do a simple activity. Do like put together, draw two lines on a sheet and do before and after. So your clients or the target customer that you are seeking to sell this product to what is their life looking like before your product. So maybe she's confused about driving sales. She's she can't pay her bills, she can't do this or that. Then after she's taking your course, what is it that she has become? Maybe now she has clarity, she's raking in the sales, she's doing that and that. All those things can help you sell the course without even testimonials. So you don't need a specific amount of testimonials to be able to sell your digital product. It takes time. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So we'll just take 2 more questions, and that would be it for the night. So I have a question from Prosper Ojuku. So he's saying, I have a digital course online. I have tried Google Ads, Instagram ads, but no sales yet. What other strategy do I use? I'm currently growing my Instagram account, and it's been very slow. So I think this brings us back to the point where, okay, while you are building that online presence, you still need to sell, right? So what should Prosper do now? Emmanuel, let me start with you.
Okay. So the first thing which it's something we've been talking about. I guess Prosper came a bit late, but let's just recap for him. One, you can do what's it called, the affiliates, right? Seller has an amazing affiliate platform with lots of sellers, right? So you can either use the affiliate program. Number two, you can leverage on your people, your audience, people who can help you, repost. You have a warm audience from there. So your hot audience are like your own main audience, people you've been growing, right? And then your warm audience are people you can leverage on, influencers, people you can leverage on your mentors or your masterminds, or people who look up to you like your mentees, right? And then you can also, just like Google Ads, Instagram ads can be cold, right? So um, do lead magnets, do free programs, do conferences, do things that gather a lot of persons together, and then you can upsell them from there. But I think the entire thing we've been saying has been to answer this question. So if you came late, you can just do well to go back and go through the listen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Patty.
If Prosper has not made any sale at all, I think Prosper should relook his product. Yeah, because there should be some level of interest. If nobody has bought at all, like, there should be some level of interest. And looking at the comments, he says that I have a course on solving marriage issues. Please, who are my audience and where do I find them? So you need to relook your audience. First of all, who are they? What are their problems? What marriage issues specifically, right? So is it that the man goes to work, comes back, he's tired, so the wife feels like you're not making time for me? You need to speak to their pain points. What exactly? So if Patty is having marriage issues, God forbid, and you need to say something that draws Patty's attention to it. So it's a simple copy, like maybe, do you feel like your husband is not making it enough time for you? Do you feel like anytime you want to have a conversation with your husband, it ends in an argument? Immediately, I'm like, this guy knows my problem. Is this guy in my diary? Because he's saying something, like, has God revealed something to him, right? And it's one of the things that a lot of pastors use. They speak to your pain points. They say that you want to buy that car by the end of 2023. You would say that yes, and you go and sow that seed. It's the same strategy you need to use. So who are the people that you are targeting? What is their problem? Then you speak to their problem. That is how they start showing interest. It even helps you identify if people are interested in it or not. Because once you say, do you think your husband is neglecting you because every time so and so, the person will come into your DM, and then you can nurture them. If it's not instantly converting, into sales, you can nurture them, with conversations. And marriage issues are quite, intimate issues. Not everybody would want to put their marriage issues in the hands of somebody they do not know, right? So maybe you need to relook your strategy. You can do a lead magnet and then get people to know you, know your expertise, know that their information is safe with you, or their marriage, the success of their marriage is safe with you, and then they will look to invest money with you to help them solve their problems. So Prosper, please look into that, okay?
All right, all right. Thank you very much, guys. So the last question here is for seller, and I think I'll just take that. So how do we sign up to be affiliates on Seller? So Victory, to sign up to be affiliates, all you just need to do is go to affiliates.seller.co and sign up. The process is pretty straightforward. It's not difficult. Just go to affiliates.seller.co and you'll be able to sign up from there and start helping digital creators sell their products online. Okay, I think that's all we can take. That's all the questions we can take for now. But I would like to drop this comment, and I think this is for, I saw it somewhere. It's for Emmanuel. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Okay, yeah. So it's from E Joshua, and he's saying, "Nice seminar, Emmanuel Akwe. You've been a father since I met you. I don't know if you know who this is. Despite this success, you are still humble." So someone is actually complimenting you here, Emmanuel.
Sorry,
Okay.
but thank you, Josh. I appreciate. Thanks.
All right. Okay, guys. I think that's it for tonight. This would have to call it a day here. So for everyone that registered for the webinar, you'll get a replay link tomorrow morning in your email in your inbox, and would also be adding a free ebook to that email. But you'd have to sign up on Seller first to get access to the ebook. That ebook would guide you as you start your journey in digital content creation, right? So if you've not signed up on Seller yet, you want to do that right now, head on to seller.co and sign up immediately so you can get this ebook by tomorrow. So Patty, any last words?
I think I'll close off with saying that this year, just change the perspective that you use to create your digital products. You've always been doing it because you want to make ends meet, you want to make more money and all that. But I want you to look at it from the perspective of, I want to help people solve their problems. Immediately, money becomes a byproduct of what you're doing. The money would come as a byproduct. You make bigger impacts in people's lives, and it wouldn't just be about the money. So that would be the last thing I would say to you.
Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah, so I want to borrow the words of my brother Milton Tutu. He says, "Do the things that move the needle."
Move the needle.
He says, "Move the needle." So, major in your major, right? And minor in your minor. Leave the minors. So don't major in the minor, don't minor in the major. So do the 20% of the things that actually bring the result, right? Look at it very well. Like look at your process and do the most important. And finally, don't forget to keep growing, right? The result you're looking for is also looking for you, but it has not found a version of you that it can stay with. So keep growing yourself. There are lots of things you cannot control, but growth is not one of them. Keep growing yourself. Keep building yourself. Daily growth. You just see that you just keep entering into new realms. You'll be surprised with yourself. So just keep growing.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for making out time today. I really appreciate it, and thank you everyone for tuning in. If you missed any part of the webinar, like I said earlier, you get a replay link by morning, and you can watch it all over again. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night. Bye.
When life gives you lemons, create an online course on how to make lemonade and sell it on Seller. This lemonade it was sweet self.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now this is Aluna. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payment with. Seller. Now this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.